Tell me you haven't slept without telling me you haven't slept. I'll go first. It's Monday and I haven't slept. My mind's just been racing. I've been thinking about so many things that I haven't slept. It's like 2 o'clock and I warmed up samosas. And then I was on TikTok. And now it's 10 o'clock. Kind of re-braided my hair. I just like took it out and braided it where it was. I didn't really do anything extra to it. Just so that it was a little bit more neat. Just a little bit more neat. But I definitely think I need to wash it anyway, so I don't think it matters it being more neat. I need to wash it. But I really wanted to film like a pre-recorded video. But I think it might just be part of the vlog. I need to sleep. And I think I might sleep like now. I think I might actually get some sleep. But my mind has just been racing, thinking about so many different things. It's so annoying. I've not had like a moment like this in a long time where I just like stay awake all night to the morning. Yeah, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock isn't great, but I've slept. It's 10 o'clock. I woke up yesterday at like 11 in the morning, 11:30. I don't know, do you call this 11:30 morning or afternoon? I say morning. 12 to me is afternoon. But yeah, I've just been in my head. Maybe I need to write some stuff down. Get it off my chest. I realised that it's really difficult for me to talk. Like, it might not come across as, like, I feel like sometimes it doesn't come across like I struggle to talk about myself. Because, like, all my Vlogmas episodes have just been, like, episodes of vlogs have been, like, me just ranting or chatting about stuff and talking about random things that's been on my mind. But the things that actually bother me, like, deeply, I don't think I speak about enough. And so it just, like, weighs on me. Because I mentioned something yesterday to my siblings, but it just kind of felt like out of the blue. And then it just really got brushed over. And I was like, yeah, well, you said it really randomly. And at the time, I don't know what the response would have been that I would have wanted, other than, okay, yeah, I hear that kind of thing. I don't know. Just some acknowledgement of, like, how everyone plays a role in how they affect other people, but also understanding that you can't live your life with the focus of, like, oh my gosh, how is this going to affect the next person, that kind of thing. Like, to be, like, self-aware enough, but not to the point where it just distracts you from your own thing. When I think about it, I'm like, I have to reprogram my mind, because everything is based on, like, the way I see things. The way I see things is you're supposed to do things for others. You're supposed to put other people in a position where they don't have to think about things, especially because, like, top of my list is acts of service. So everything for me that I value is basically doing things I don't have to say, doing things for me, as opposed to me doing it myself, because I know I can do it myself, but if someone else can do it for me, that'd be great. I think I have to write down these thoughts. I just, like, part of me doesn't want to, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's because I don't want to face them, so I don't have to do anything with them. I don't know. Catch you in a few hours. Clearly I'm tired. It all makes sense now. I'm such an emotional wreck. I say that, but I just felt really up and down. And I checked my period calendar, and it says 4 days away from my period, but we'll see, because it always tells me I'm late, even though I'm the one logging in my time. So how am I late? But anyway. Well, I'm late from when they predict that I'm coming on, basically, but I swear when I checked it, like, last week, it was like 16 days, 19 days, or like, I don't even know know, the last time I checked it was like 19 days, so that's why I didn't think anything of it. But I guess it makes sense. But yeah. I'm gonna upload this tomorrow because I'm not in the mood to upload it this evening, even though it's 5 o'clock now, so it's not going up in an hour. But also just because I need that like day ahead. I need to like post the day after, not the day of, because then it just gives me a bit of a breather. Not even a breather, but just more time, to be honest. And like, I just don't want it right now. But I think I am going to do a video where I talk about what I've learned during this Vlogmas series, this time of daily vlogging. I feel like I've probably shared things anyway, like throughout the vlogging process, but yeah. I need to eat something. I'm gonna change my bed sheets, put on a wash. Yeah, I don't know where my bonnet is, that's why I don't have it on. But yeah, all I did yesterday was like take out the braid and just like redo it, so it's not near, it's still very messy. But I need to wash it, and I think I'm just gonna wash it tomorrow. Especially because I'm out Wednesday and Thursday. I'd rather wash it the day before I'm going anywhere instead of the day of. So yeah, I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. I just feel like crap. I feel better now that I've showered, but like, I hate when I don't sleep properly. Like, it really doesn't do my body any good, my mind. And on top of that, I just feel like I need someone to just take the wheel. Like, I need to just be looked after and cared for because I'm just so tired and like over it. Over being in this space. But yeah, let me get myself ready. Eat something. Yeah, I need to eat something. I'm not even hungry, which is weird. But yeah, I need to eat something. Well, my boob is out then. You can't see it. I don't want to. I don't want to. No, what? I don't want to. What are you going to do about it if I don't want to? This is how I'm sleeping. I'm going to sleep on the floor with this cover. And there's a bed right there. I choose my own destiny. Guess we'll go to YouTube, see what's popping on there. I'm going to leave the vlog here because I'm just about to eat. And I made a mango and lime smoothie. It's really not the same when you have like frozen items. Like fresh mango with like squeezed lime is so nice, but when I put the lime in my smoothie, it just made it quite bitter. It's not the same as like when it's all fresh, like it's all frozen stuff. So it's nice, it's refreshing. I wanted something refreshing, so that's why I made it. I just made a mango, a little bit of oat milk, mostly water. I forgot we actually have bottled water and I used tap water. Ugh, I wish I actually thought about that, but I didn't. But yeah. But anyway, that's what I've had, and I've just made some random dish of like chicken from the other day. Not yesterday, Friday? Saturday? Chicken from Saturday, I think it was. So that's what I'm eating now with some spaghetti, which sounds, I mean, it's tagliatelle, which sounds really random, but like I'm due on, so I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, okay? With loads of garlic naan. Well, not loads, but I've got a whole piece of garlic naan and I'm going to devour it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the vlog here because I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. And hopefully I sleep tonight. And yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. You will see this on Tuesday. But yeah, I hope your week is going well so far. And I shall see you tomorrow. Bye. So, it's Tuesday. My period is due, so doing the absolute bare minimum is expected, advised, and encouraged. I don't make the rules. But yeah. I feel like poop, and I'm like starting to cramp up. Which I hate when I'm cramping and there's nothing to show for it, like. But yesterday I had a vitamin D, a vitamin B, and a Primrose tablet, just to see if that would help me out. I feel okay. I just feel tired, to be honest, which isn't new. my appointment tomorrow, they called me and they said they're just gonna do it over the phone and trying to like restrict the amount of people they get coming in. And I was like, great, I don't have to leave the house. I mean, it was literally a 15-minute walk, but I'd rather not. Really and truly, I'd rather not. So I'm not. So yeah, I'm getting a call today as well. With like Annie. I've mentioned Annie. She does a mentoring program, and like she just like has a little check-in and catch up and stuff. So I'm gonna chat to her today. Yeah, I was thinking of putting up yesterday's vlog up today earlier than 6 because yeah, otherwise it's like a long wait, especially because there was no video yesterday. I didn't post anything yesterday. I've started. Did I start editing or did I just put it in the editing app? I haven't even started editing yet. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start editing. But what's on my neck? Oh my god! Didn't I watch a video of myself and was like, wow. I was like, is this how body dysmorphia works? Like you think you're. Like I thought it was like you think you're bigger than you are, but I was watching the video and I was like, I thought it was smaller than that. So what's the truth? Like I was like, oh boy. And then I was like, maybe I do have to get serious about like my weight and stuff. Just because obviously I want to be healthy, I want to be good. I've never normally had like problems with my health and stuff like that anyway, so I'd rather not try like encourage it. And it's obviously like the winter time, so everyone gets ill anyway, but yeah, I just want to minimize that. The lighting is terrible. Yesterday I didn't do anything other than like change my bed sheets, put on a load of washing. Yeah, that's it. I just chilled yesterday. The same today. Like normally Mondays are quiet anyway. Like I have a Monday like a Sunday where I just chill, don't really do anything. And then Tuesday I'm normally like prepping to put up a video on my other channel, but I've put a pause on that channel. Well, not a pause, but I'm just taking a break for the Christmas period and New Year. So I'm back in the New Year. I think I said the 4th. I can't remember when I'm back, or 6th, I can't remember now, but yeah. And it also gives me time to get my controllers back. But yeah, I was thinking of also buying myself a keyboard and a mouse, because I asked Twitter to see, like, for my other channel, if, like, console players also use a keyboard and a mouse, and they said it's good for when you're building and also when you're, like, making the Sims. But they was like, when it comes to, like, playing, they still, like, will gravitate towards a controller, and I was like, okay. So I think I might do the same, like, get a keyboard and a mouse and just switch it up when I'm building. Because there's like different things you can do with a keyboard and mouse that you can't do with a controller. So one person said they use a controller and a mouse, and I was like, how does that work? But yeah, we'll see when I get it. Let me edit yesterday's video and schedule that, and then I can figure out what I'm doing today. Like I said, I've been up for a while, but because I set my alarm for like 10. Because I woke up and it was like 9:30 and I was like, why am I awake? So I set my alarm for 10 and 11 because I was like, I bet I'm not going to wake up. So when my alarm went off at 10, I was already awake. Or did I wake up? I think I woke up, but then I was scrolling and my alarm went off at 11. I was like, ugh. I was obviously already awake, but it's just, don't you hate when your alarm goes off and you're already awake because you're just like, what are you doing? But I did it, so I can't be mad. But I thought I would still be sleeping. But yeah, I've been up for a while. I need to eat something. I might make a smoothie, like a banana and strawberry smoothie again, because that was nice. And my stomach's like a mess. I'm trying to think, what did I do to mess up my stomach like this? But I don't think I did anything. I think it's just like, because that time of month is coming, my stomach will play up. I was thinking, because I was like, my cravings at the moment, like, oh my gosh, I want everything. That was like, it is honestly the worst when you're on and you're broke. Like, I'm just so glad that I'm coming on in a few days and I've got money coming, because when you can't feed into your cravings, you honestly feel like crap. Well, I do anyway. I feel like I want to cry because I'm like, I can't get the things that I want. But yeah, I'm being really dramatic, but that's me. Dramatic. And I didn't take a thumbnail picture for yesterday's video. taking thumbnails is hard because I'm not doing anything, so I literally look the same in every thumbnail. But I'm gonna edit the video and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about Vlogmas. We're gonna have a good chat about what it's been like, my thoughts, some takeaways, and obviously like content going forward. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'll say a minute, a few hours when I finish editing. Cake and a smoothie is balance. Sorry, I thought I would just add this bit into the vlog where I talk about Vlogmas, how it's been, things that I've learnt, just like about myself. I'll put on the Santa's hat. Yeah. But yeah, I thought I would just share about how it's been, what I've kind of learnt during this time as well, because it's a lot like vlogging every day. It's actually, I knew it would be like a bit hard, but like I didn't realize it would be this hard. And I've mentioned this in the vlog already, but one of the things that I felt like I struggled with the most was the idea of like, when I'm doing me by myself, alone, no one can see it, I'm already dealing with the thoughts of like the people in my household are like, what is she doing? Is she doing anything? And like feelings of like laziness and things like that. I have that myself. So to then open it up and vlog every day, knowing that every day I don't do anything, like I don't do something every day basically. So I knew that would be a bit awkward, but I was like, oh, it's okay, things will happen, things will get planned. And I realized that I'm not much of a planner. I'm not really someone who is like, I'm gonna make sure there's things to do, I'm gonna make sure there's a structure, a plan. I'm very much like go with the flow and see what happens, and that's great sometimes, but other times it's like it didn't really work out that well during Vlogmas, because you kind of need things to do every day so that it's not really repetitive. And I thought I'd have a look quickly like through the views and see like what videos get the most likes. And honestly, I can't really tell if there's a pattern or not. I really can't, because some of the videos, I was expecting the intentions for 2022 video to get more views, and the one where I was doing the gingerbread house with my sister, because I felt like those were more entertaining, more interesting to watch. And also when I do content with my sister or like my siblings, a lot of the times that's more interesting because there's other people, so there's more to like bounce off of. So I wasn't surprised that that was the case. But yeah, I was trying to think of if there is a pattern, but there isn't. I've not noticed a pattern in the terms of like what people engage with the most, and that kind of throws you off a bit, because you're like, okay, I don't know what else to do, I don't know what else to show you. So thinking of on the top of my head of what I can remember, it was like the video where I spoke a bit about all I did all day was eat and edit, so that kind of stuff. And I was like, maybe it's because people like seeing the behind the scenes of content creating, and I understand because I love that as well. But if I'm honest, I haven't done much content creating other than just filming every day and then editing those videos every day. So I don't know if that counts. Well, it is content creating, but it's not the content creating that you guys probably used to seeing on my platforms. And speaking of that, I think over the years anyway, it's fizzled down a bit. I think over the past 2 years, my content has like changed. It's become very quiet, and that's mainly because of like the personal changes I'm going through, the rediscovery of myself, who I am, what I want to do. And that's kind of hard to share whilst you're going through it. A lot of the time I felt like when I was going through the moments, they were happening a bit quicker, so I was able to get a blog post out because the experience I had felt, I'd come to a point where I was like, I have a better understanding, I have a bit of clarity. An example I have is I started a blog post. I can't remember how long I started it before it was published, but I started a blog post and it was about, can you spend too much time alone? And I can't remember what the original title was when I first started writing it, but I started writing that and I didn't finish it. And then I went to Manchester for my 25th birthday by myself, and I ended up posting that blog post because of those experiences, the things that you kind of learn during that time of spending time by yourself and things like that. And also having just like that space to think clearly, because you're not thinking about the things that you think about when you're at home. You're thinking of different things. You're thinking of what you're going to eat, what you're going to do, and like the sights to see, and like just so many different things. And it
gives you that separation from, not from reality, but just a separation from the like the mundane things of like your life. And I've always felt like, not always, but since I started creating content, I felt like I live a double life. Like my life is just pretty basic, and then when I'm content creating, it's like you get invited to events and you're with people that you used to watch, and it's just really weird to be in spaces where it's just like, I don't feel like I belong in these spaces because I'm just a normal girl, I'm just an average girl. But I've learned during this Vlogmas series that I'm very much doing the average girl kind of content right now, because I feel like I'm trying to figure out, yeah, I feel like I'm creating that content for the average girl who's in a place where they're trying to figure out what they want. They're trying to maybe fight against the idea of hustle culture and just hustling and bustling all the time. As much as like it's really hard to do that, because I know how much, if I really put in work, if I really hustled, how things could change or what those things could do for me. To be honest, I don't have a clear vision of what that would look like or how things would specifically change, because you just never know, really. And there's no formula to like content creating and being successful at it. There's no formula, there's no tick box necessarily. Like everyone has their moment for whatever reason. There's things you can do to go viral, and there's things you can do to like be popular, but none of that ever interests me, so that was never going to be me. So trying to figure out like content creating for me and reminding myself of my why, which is because I just wanted to speak about myself, I just wanted to express myself, and then taking on that kind of pressure of like other people are seeing it, other people are like finding it useful and helpful, which is a great thing. But I think sometimes it's a bit hard when it's like, oh damn, now I'm thinking about who it's going to help, how it's going to be useful, as opposed to like when I was just ranting and raving and chatting about things before. So this has made me realize how much I want to get back to the content I was doing, but also understanding that it's not going to be the same, because I'm not going to be the same person. Right now, I'm not the same person that I was. And I've always seen those quotes of like, you're not the same person as you was yesterday, the day before, and tomorrow, and all that kind of stuff. And it's very relevant now, in a sense of like, the person I was when I first started creating this content is not the person I am now. I'm very self-aware. I'm very aware of things. I'm aware of change and how it affects me. And I just feel like it's now harder to be blissfully unaware of certain things. So now I'm like trying to like push through essentially with the content, but also trying to figure out what is actually meaningful to me, what means anything. Is it impactful, is it intentional, like those kind of things. Like, I want obviously my content to be intentional, and I want it to be useful in some way, shape or form. And I know sometimes when I'm sitting here ranting, it's probably not useful, but at the same time, maybe it is in a sense of like just seeing someone being able to express themselves. I think that in itself is something we should do. We should express ourselves, and it's normal to do that. I think I would like to feel like maybe sometimes my content will challenge certain ways that we think about things, or the way that we might approach things, because I've seen people do things that challenge me. Like, I see people do things, I'm like, I wouldn't do that, or why wouldn't I post that? But it challenges me in thinking, SAABIRAH, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you post that? Is it because you don't want to? Or is it because you feel there's shame attached to it? Or for whatever reason, you don't want to do those things. And obviously, you can do whatever you want to do and not do what you want to do. But sometimes I just feel like it's interesting to challenge those thoughts, because sometimes I found that they've been like an underlying thing. So like, I might have felt challenged by something or felt a bit judgy about something, and then kind of looked into it a bit and realized there's an underlying factor there of like, okay, SAABIRAH, your self-esteem isn't that high, so you wouldn't do these things because it draws attention to yourself, and you wouldn't want to do that because you didn't want people to draw out on your flaws or your insecurities, things like that. So yeah, I think I just stay in my little bubble sometimes. I feel like I rambled a lot, but when it comes to just like this series, it's been insightful in the sense of like, wow, SAABIRAH, when you look at it, there's not a lot that you do. And am I okay with that? For the most part, yeah. I would be lying if I said I wasn't. The only reason I'm not okay with it is because I know how it's seen, I know how it's viewed, I know how it's interpreted, I know how society sees stillness or just a lack of moving and doing things. I see how that is not even perceived, because it is what it is. Like, people are going to say it's lazy, people are going to say it's, you know, a waste of time or whatever the case may be, and that's fine, because I know myself that, yeah, I have my moments when I don't want to do anything, and I'm pretty open in saying that to myself of like, I don't feel like doing anything today, and I will do that. Sometimes I do have to understand self-discipline. I do know I struggle with that, and I think being aware of something is great, but I definitely need to work on how to be more self-disciplined, how to set boundaries with myself, in a sense of like, yes, SAABIRAH, you might not want to do anything, but this needs your attention right now and it will benefit you in the future, that kind of thing. And I think sometimes I don't really think too much about the future. I have like little pockets of ideas of what I think about the future, but sometimes I'm not that hopeful, which sounds sad, but that's the truth, in a sense of like, sometimes I'm a bit like, what's the point, you know? Am I going to get there? Is that going to happen? And I know some people would say you can't have that mentality. You got to stay grateful and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I get it. It makes sense. It works. I think I just need that kind of, I think I ask myself a lot of like, why? Some things might not even need an explanation. Some things don't need to be explained. There's not a why for everything, and I think that's what I struggle with sometimes, because I'm like, some people it works out, some people it doesn't work for them, and why isn't this working for me, and why is this working for someone else? And you can't compare, because everyone has different journeys, but we're human, we're going to compare ourselves, we're gonna kind of like match up our potential or our skills and our achievements to others to kind of gauge where we are in society or in our life, and that's kind of normal to do, but it's not healthy to do. And I know I struggle with that as well, like that self-comparison, but also understanding. But then there are other times when I don't want to compare myself at all, because I know of how different my life is to others. Like, I'm just like, they're definitely not doing what I'm doing or going through what I'm going through. Like, it's not the same. Like, I can't compare when there are privileges or just different situations, maybe different types of support and things like that that are in other people's lives that you might not experience. So sometimes you really do have to weigh up, like, is this even am I comparing myself to someone who I shouldn't be, and am I literally just being really horrible to myself? Or am I comparing myself to someone who, similar situation, and they've done things this way, maybe I can try that way to see if I can get a similar outcome or a better outcome to what I'm currently dealing with. I think that's a different kind of comparison, or just not even comparison, but just like a better understanding of like what you can do. And I think I rarely see people, if ever, see people in similar situations to myself where I can actually like use their experience and things like that as a resource. And maybe I need to be more open and honest about the things that's going on. I don't know. It terrifies me, the idea of it. And I think I've tweeted before where I was like, there are so many things I just don't speak about, because I will just feel so exposed. And I know there's obviously people experiencing what I'm experiencing, but I just don't know how to find those people and how to like find a way of speaking that kind of like excitement and energy into my life, because someone else has done it, I can do it too. A lot of the time when I see like these inspirational stories and stuff, sometimes I'm like, okay, it doesn't relate to me, or that's good for them, but it's not my story. So yeah, but I think overall it's been more of a personal journey than I thought it would be. I didn't realize vlogging during the Christmas period would really be such a personal experience for me, but it was, and it has been, just because I've just had this space to kind of rant and reflect and just be really open and honest. And yeah, I felt like I just maybe use this platform a bit like a therapy space, of like, I just wanted to share this. I just wanted to share this and put this out there. Maybe someone else is feeling similar, because people are watching my videos, which I really do appreciate, because I understand that it's not very festive. I understand that it's not always exciting and things like that. So if people didn't watch it, I honestly wouldn't actually be surprised. But the fact that people do show up, they are watching it, there are people consistently watching it, I think, yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I think it challenged me in that sense of like, I might think this is not what people want to see, but maybe they do to some degree. And I don't have to be like this all the time. I don't have to kind of complain or moan or be upset or whatever the case may be all the time, because that's not realistic anyway. We're not always like this, unless there's something literally wrong. And well, not wrong, but you know, I think if you're going through something that is a bit more long term, then yeah, you're going to be in that constant state of like unrest. And yeah, I think is it, yeah. My mind is just gone blank. But yeah, I do want to say thanks for watching, because you've been watching, and I appreciate that, because I understand that it's not always like fun and exciting and stuff, but I understand also that maybe people like the reality of it, or just to feel like this is just life, you know, and maybe there's similar feelings, emotions, or whatever experiences that you're going through. But also maybe you just want to feel like you're not the only one who is upset about things or frustrated about things, or whatever the case may be. I would like to think that it just makes it a bit more, I don't even want to say normalized, because sometimes I feel like people use it out of context. Like, we're not going to normalize things that are already normal, but I think we should encourage people to be more open and honest with themselves. And even if these are conversations that you have with yourself, maybe you'll pick up a phone and film yourself ranting, because I know it helps. It really does. It really does help to just rant, or to just get things off your chest. You can watch it back, you can delete it, whatever, but you've got it off your chest. So if you feel like maybe these videos have helped you to feel a bit more comfortable in yourself, because you know that you're not the only one who wants to just express themselves and feels like they probably can't, because it's not easy. It is hard when I put out these videos, and I'm just a bit like, I'm putting it out there because I feel like I have to, but if you don't watch it, I'm not going to be surprised. Because it's not happy, it's not, you know, it's not the highlights, which I think is what we always see a lot of the time. So I'm just aware that I'm always just thinking, we always see the highlights, we never see the other moments, and these right now, these are the other moments, these are the bits that aren't highlighted. And I think maybe that is what's supposed to be normalized, the lows and the moments that aren't so glitz and glam, those kind of things. But yeah, rant over. It was like a rant, but conversation. But yeah, I noticed as well, I say but yeah all the time. Like, when I edit my videos, I'm like, SAABIRAH, stop. Have conviction in what you're saying, be confident in what you're saying. I think sometimes in my head I have this constant battle of just like, humble yourself, or you're talking too much, or you don't sound articulate, or whatever the case may be. So like, in my head I'm already having a conversation whilst I'm talking, and that in itself is hard to do. Like, how do you talk and have a conversation in your head all at the same time? Like, not even a conversation in my head, but I'm literally having an argument of like, shush, I'm trying to talk, and your mind just like, you're not saying it right, or you don't sound right saying this, or whatever the case is. That my brain's kind of trying to, not even my brain, but like, yeah, whatever those thoughts are, it's like those distracting thoughts, those negative thoughts. I feel like that's what I'm fighting when I'm talking sometimes. So when I'm editing it, I'm like, ugh. So why am I saying but yeah, you know, as like filler words, and I don't need to, because I know what I'm saying. Yeah, there's some nerves there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. I know why I'm saying it. I know how I'm saying it. And I think I need that confidence in like, I said what I said, that kind of vibe, as opposed to like, I'm saying it, but sorry, like, you know, like, oh, no. Say what you need to say. Get off your chest. Say it with your chest. Anyway, thanks for watching this vlog. I just thought I would share some of the thoughts from this Vlogmas series. Obviously, it's not over yet. We still got 4 days to go. No, we got 4 days to go. Tomorrow, I think what I'm going to do again is do tomorrow and Thursday's vlog together, because I don't think they're going to be very, very long. So today's Tuesday, so I'm going to do Wednesday and Thursday's vlog together, and then I'll do Friday and Saturday's vlog separately, because they'll be separate. No, actually, I think it might be a better idea if I just do Friday and Saturday together again. So what I will do is do a similar format to this, where I film the day before and the day of, and then you get it the day. So you're getting this on Tuesday, and I filmed yesterday and today. So I'm going to do that for the next 4 days. So on Thursday, you'll get Wednesday and Thursday, and on Saturday, you'll get Friday and Saturday's vlog. I'll do it that way, just because otherwise I'm uploading 9-minute, 5-minute vlogs, and those are not fun. Like, I mean, they might be short and sweet, but they're not fun. Like, you know, I think maybe it's a bit better if it's a bit longer. And I think this video is only going to be 20-something minutes. I don't think it's going to be that long. But yeah, actually, let me know in the comments if that's something you'd actually prefer. Let me know if you'd prefer me to do 2 days. If not, if you want each day individually, let me know in the comments, and I'll actually do that. But yeah, let me know. I just thought it might be a bit better for you guys if you get 2 days at once instead of one. But let me know what you want and I will do that. But I will see you tomorrow for another vlog, because we are doing Vlogmas, and I hope you liked this video. Do give me a like if you did, and I shall see you tomorrow, like I said. Bye.